Hello everyone. So today in this video I'll talk about communication skill. Why communication skill so much important? What is the role of communication skill in our life? Why everybody should learn communication skill. No matter in which profession you are. Maybe you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are a scientist, you are an social administrator, in any field, you are a businessman, in everywhere there is one skill that is the most important thing is communication skill. No matter in which profession you are, because you are a human being, you have to deal with the people, you have to talk with the people, you have to make deal, you have to express yourself, your idea, your thought in front of the world, and where communication skill play a huge role. All the business, all the all types of business in the world run through only communication skill. So it has a huge importance in human life. So that's why we everybody should learn communication skill. And there are so many techniques that if you can apply, you can be a great communicator. From the human evolution, without communication we cannot talk with other human. We have to express ourselves, we have to share our idea, our thoughts, and this is how communication skill got developed. And from the time to time it has been changing, and now we have to learn advanced communication skill because the whole world is on the internet. And if you are a great communicator, you can reach to the millions of people through your communication, through your ideas, through your thoughts, and all the things that you can express only through communication skill. When you have a good communication, people will listen to you. And all the information is available in this world right now. If you do Google, if you do YouTube, you will get all types of information. So there is a huge amount of information are available, and the only things that play a huge crucial role is your communication skill. If you are someone who know to express yourself, your idea in the right way, you can change the world. Your world you can change completely. You can reach to the millions of people because everything is available. But in the business there is a one term, it is called how do you represent your thing. Because everything is available, but some business do the advanced marketing, they represent things in a different way, and that's why they sell the product and service. The same thing applied to you. Every information is available on the internet, but if you want to reach to the millions of people, if you want to share your thought, your idea, your content to the world, then you have to do something in a different way. You have to know the right way to speak, the right way to deliver your message, so that people will listen to you. So it's play a huge role in communication. If you know the advanced communication secrets technique, if you know, you can win the world, you can reach to the millions of people through your just communication. And that is the importance of communication. So from the last 1 years I have been learning communication skill. I have watched thousands of podcasts, I have read a lot of books, I have follow all the top world class speaker, how do they speak, what are the technique that they use, and they become a great communicator. And the same things if you apply, you can be a great communicator. So it will be one of the masterclass from my side. Whatever I have learned about communication, I'll try to explain on this video. So that's why I'm making this video. So about, if I talk about communication skill, I have started learning this skill from the last 1 year ago. In the initial time, because if you want to be great communicator, if you want to share your idea, thought to the world, then you must have a good command on one language. And that's what one of my biggest challenge. I had no idea because none of the language I am good at. Hindi is global language, you can say, because most of the country people also speak Hindi, and India is the highest populated country in the world. So around 1.4 billion people are in India, and that's why Indian people in everywhere in the world, and half of the population of the world is exist in India. So that's why it's one of the global market, and if you know Hindi, you can reach to the millions of people. But I have born and brought up in a place where people didn't speak Hindi, and that's why my Hindi is not that much good. And then I thought like English is the global language, you can reach to the millions of people from all over the world, because this is the language that is mostly spoken in every corner of the world, and 90% people understand English. Most of the people can't speak, I know that, but everybody understand English because in our day-to-day life, 90% of the communication that we do through English. So English play a huge role, and then I started learning English language, and I have spent around 1 years of learning this language, and now I can speak most of the thing in English perfectly. And I am still working because it's a second language and it is not my native language, so that's why I have to put a lot of effort, and I am putting a lot of effort to learn that language. So it's a global language. If you are someone who want to create content, who want to make videos, that what I recommend you, the first thing in communication that you have to do is you have to master one language, then so that you can speak on that language, you can share your thought idea on that language. So that is how the first thing that you have to do is you have to master one language. So when you have learned this language, you can speak anything on that language in a great way. You can express your idea, thoughts. So learning one language is so much important. It doesn't matter like if you are great on Hindi or your regional language, that would be also okay. You can start. The communication play is that how do you communicate, what are the things that you share to the people, how do you share, that is important. Even if you are speaking on your regional language and you are speaking in a great way, you are able to articulate your thought clearly, what you want to share, if you are able to say it in a perfect way, that is what called communication. So from the 1 years I have been learning English, and after getting perfection on English, like when I was able to speak correctly in English, then I got to know that I have to learn communication, because communication is a different concept. It is not about language. When you know language, then you have to know the right way to deliver your message, the right way to reach out to the people, right way to express your idea, thoughts, because all the speaker, they also learn communication. It is not just they know the language and they start giving a speech, they giving lectures. It's not a also like perfect. You have to know about communication to reach to the millions of people, to become perfect, because most of the people know public speaking. Your teacher in the school teacher, he also know public speaking, communication. That's why he is teaching in front of thousands of students. So it doesn't matter like how much everybody know public speaking, but to become great, to reach to the millions of people, because nowadays each and every single thing is online. So if you want to reach to the millions of people, then you must be a great speaker, so that people will admire you, people will gonna listen to you. And that's where you need to learn advanced communication, so that you can reach to the millions of people through your videos, through your content. And that is why I am learning communication. So from the 1 years I have been learning communication, and I have learned a lot of things. And if I conclude all that in just 5-minute videos, then it would be like, for the learning communication, the first thing that you have to do is you have to start practicing a lot. And the best way to do practice is you have to record video every single day, 1 or 2 video. You have to record video, speak on several topics, speak on anything you would like to talk, anything you know about this world, anything you are interested in. Maybe you have watched a movie, you have a great memories about your life, about past, your school life. You can talk about anything that you are interested in, you know very well, and you can remember that. So you just need to put that information in front of camera. You have to just speak and tell about your experience, and that is what called communication. Because communication is something that what we know, what we have heard, what we have seen, and all these things we just need to express, we just need to tell to other person, and that is what called communication. So that's, but how we tell the people, and so that people can remember, how we can tell the people and people can understand us. So that's where communication play a huge role. It's create barrier. If you are unable to express, unable to share your memories perfectly, people will not gonna laugh on your joke, people will not gonna listen to your story if you are not good communicator, if you don't know the right way to tell that story, to tell that information. That's where communication play a huge role, and that's where you need to learn some of the most technique about communication. So if I talk about the first thing that you can do is you can talk and take pause. See all the top politician, if I take the example of Narendra Modi, he is the top, Prime Minister of India, and globally he has been known by his speech, his existence in India, for ruling in India from the last 15 years. But what he do is, on his every speech, he take a lot of pauses. So when he says something, people get time to think about it. People get time to understand about it, what he has said. So it's one of the most crucial thing in communication is you have to take pauses. After saying something, you have to take pauses. When you take pause, when you are not rushing too much, when you're not speaking too fast, that's where play a great role in communication. So your thought, your idea will be evaluated by the people. They will understand you in a better way, and that's why you have to take pause. Because when you take pause, it creates suspense on the people mind, what he would gonna say to the next. And everybody pay attention. You're speaking in rush, you're speaking about anything, and suddenly you get pause, and then you start speaking on any other topic, any other things that you are saying, then you do continue. So this is how you catch the audience attention. And when you take pause, then also create a variation on your speech. You're not doing so rush, you're not speaking too fast, you're not speaking too slow, but you are making pause, you are taking break so that people can understand. And the second thing that I have learned about communication is create variation. You are speaking like, so on this video I'm talking about communication skill, and you should learn about it. So this is how, when you create variation on your speech, it play a crucial role. It gives you a good vibe, it create variation on your sound, and also you are adding emotion. See, people never remember if something is not related to their expression, their emotion. When you have experienced something emotional, suppose you have went to the mountain, you have seen that view, you have experienced that day, and it was emotional for you because you were so much happy on that day. And when something related to your emotion, you will never ever forget. You can never forget your wedding days, you can never forget your birthday party if something was different has been done on that day. So something which was memorable because it was related to your emotion, what can be, or maybe it is if you have a saddest day in your life, you will not forget that day. So when something is related to your emotion, people never ever forget. And that's why I want to give you an example. Like in the most of the movie in the world, if I talk about Bollywood movie, Hollywood movie, any type of movies in the films, what the character is like. If I talk about Shah Rukh Khan's speech, how do they talk in film? He had so much emotion on his each and every speech. There are a lot of emotion he had, and this is how he get memorable, he get famous. Because when we add emotion on our speech, when we make them people feel through our emotion, through our speech, people never ever forget. And that is one of the most powerful technique that you can apply in communication. So you have to add emotion. When you're speaking, you just don't need to too much rush. You have to add variation, you have to add emotion, you have to be authentic when you are giving a speech. And this is how people remember your words, people remember what you have said. So adding emotion, taking pauses, it's play a huge role. And now if I talk about, if you are someone beginner, you want to start learning public speaking communication, the first thing that you have to do is you have to start recording video every single day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, speaking on any topic that you like, anything that you like. Or you can take out a newspaper, you can read an article, what is being written on that article. You just need to speak on that article, about that article on in front of camera. Or you can take a lot of videos from the YouTube, you can take their ideas, you can take their script, and you can just mimic them the way they speak. The first thing is you have to speak every single day. You have to record 1 or 2 video every single day on communication. The second thing that you can do is you have to learn a lot. You have to, when you are so much knowledgeable, when you have so much vocabularies about a language, and you have so much information on your mind, you will not get stuck at all. You can speak continuously. That is the second thing, that you have to be knowledgeable. When you have so much knowledge, you will not get stuck, and you will be articulated, more great speaker. So you should be knowledgeable. So for getting knowledge, what you can do is you can watch a lot of podcasts, you can read a lot of books, you can watch motivational content, you can follow the top world class speaker, how do they talk. You can learn a lot, you can watch a lot of TED Talks video, you can watch thousands of video on communication. To become a great communicator, you have to follow the great people who have reached on that level. They have a specific method, technique, strategies, and if you just follow them, you can be a great communicator also. So it's all about a process, that every single skill in the world, everything has its own process, and if you are able to follow it day by day consistently, you will be achieve that target, you will be achieve that goal. So it's all about a process to learn. So you have to start following the all top leaders, speakers, how do they speak, how do they talk, and how did they learn communication. So this is the second thing you have to do. You have to start making notes, you have to take courses if possible. If you can take course, this would be great. If you're unable to take course, that's not an issue. You can start recording video, you can watch each and everything from YouTube, because I have not buy any course, because each and every single thing is available on YouTube. You just need to give some priority. You have to watch a lot of videos regarding communication. Each and every speaker, they have it on their YouTube channels where they share their idea, thoughts, how did they learn, what are the things that if you do, you can be also a great communicator. So you have to start watching YouTube videos regarding communication. You have to watch how to speak, how all the top speaker in the world they speak, what is the body language they have, what is the emotion they add on their speech, how do they represent any topic, any idea, how they tell a story. Each and everything you have to start observing, the way they speak, the way they talk, the way they express their idea on camera, on in front of public. Everything you have to start noticing, you have to start observing, because it's one kind of acting. Public speaking is one kind of doing acting. The more you observe, the better you will be, and you have to practice every single day. So this is the third thing that you have to do regarding communication. You have to start making notes, you have to start practicing, you have to start recording video every single day, because it's a physical skill and you cannot learn it by just watching videos, writing notes. You have to learn theory first, and then you have to take in action, like you have to use it in speaking. Like it's, if you want to learn swimming, you cannot learn swimming by just watching swimming video. You have to jump into the water, you have to try swimming, and this is how you can learn swimming. The same thing apply in communication. If you want to be a great communicator, you have to start making video, you have to start speaking on several topics, whatever it's possible. You just talk a lot. This is how you can be great speaker. So you have to follow, you have to consistent, you have to make video every single day, and day by day you will be better on it. And it's a skill, the more you practice, the more you do, you will be better on it. Because from 1 year ago, I was not able to come in front of camera, but now I am damn confident. I can speak on any social media platform, I can speak for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm not getting even a single, I'm not even hesitating, I'm not getting intimidating. My sound quality, you can see it's a good. A few months ago when I was speaking, my voice was shaking like this. I was not confident, and it's been more than 10 minutes I have been recording video, and I'm not getting a single hesitation, because I have experienced a lot, I have practiced a lot, and now I'm getting better on it. And the way, if I do in the next 2 years the same continue activities, if I follow, I'll be great. Because all the top speaker, you are seeing them, they are really great, but they have not done it in one day. They have been practicing thousands of times. They every single day they speak 6 hours, 7 hours, they do seminars, they speak with people a lot, and this is how they become great on it. So if you want to learn any skill in the world, as per the psychology and research, that you have to spend at least 1000 hours of practice on that skill. So if I talk about communication, if you are dedicated, if you are really want to learn that skill, what I suggest you, take out your phone and make at least 500 hours of video, record, just speak and record, and you will see a massive improvement on yourself. And if you're able to cross the 1000 hours, I'm recording every single day. I'll upload till 1000 video on YouTube, and when the 1000 video will complete, you can see my way of speaking. So it's all about practice. It's a practical skill, so you have to practice a lot. And fourth, if I talk about how to be a great speaker, how to articulate any thoughts clearly, how you can remember everything. Suppose you have made a script, you are speaking from a script. The best thing you can do is you have to write down your script, you have to read it multiple times, and you have to understand it. But never ever never ever make this mistake to remember the script. If you are remembering the script, you will start looking like a robot. You cannot speak properly, your mind will be on the script and you cannot be in the present moment. You cannot express yourself, you cannot add emotion on the camera, you cannot transfer your energy, emotion on the camera, because your mind is on the script. So never ever make this mistake. Understand the script, read it multiple times, but try to tell it in your own way. That is what play a huge role. And if you want to be really great speaker, then the first thing, that one of the most important things that you must do is write down every single day your thoughts. Whatever you are feeling, you are so much anxious, maybe you are thinking about something, whatever you are thinking, you just write it down on the paper. So when you write down every single day your thought for 1 page, 2 page, if you are able to write it down, you will start articulating your thought clearly. Because when your thoughts is clear on your mind, you will not use filler words like because most of the people use these filler words, and that create an awkward moment in the video or in the public. So you have to be articulate, you have to be clear cut with your thought, what you want to share. So that's why it's play a huge role. You should write down your thoughts every single day, and it has a huge benefit of writing down, doing journaling, writing down your thought, your experience, whatever you have learned. You watch a lot of videos regarding books, regarding you watch podcast, you gain a lot of information every single day. Everybody gain, but when we don't write it down, it fades away from our mind and we forget so quickly. So you have to write it down to keep that thing, your thoughts, idea, everything. So you should write it down, your thoughts. That is how you can articulate your thought more clearly, and start observing the big speaker and start mimicking the people. And this is the essence of communication. I think these are the all things, if you are able to do, you can be a great communicator. And there are a lot of other technique that are also you need to learn to become a great communicator. And on this video I cannot cover all the things, so I'll make one video of more than 1 hour where I'll speak each and everything regarding communication. So I need some time to make my script, and I have to remember each and everything. I have forgot a lot of things also because I was not consistent, and it was my biggest mistake. So I have to become consistent again, and I'll make one video on communication, including all of my learning, what I have learned, what I have observed, and how you can be a great communicator. I'll give entire roadmap. Thank you so much.